Alright, welcome again in another tutorial of the topic differentiation. So in this tutorial we are going to see standard forms. Remember kwenye ile previous tutorial nilionyesha kwamba from the fact that when you differentiate x power n with respect to x, you get n times x power n minus 1. You'll find out that when you integrate now x power n with respect to x, you will get x power n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c, where c is constant. Sasa hii ni standard form, okay? Ni kitu ambacho inabidi tuwe nacho kichwani. Kama ulivyoona, kwa kuifahamu hii formula tuliweza kuintegrate polynomial expressions mbalimbali. Sasa njia za kutafuta integration zipo nyingi, tutakuja kuziona mbeleni. Lakini kuna standard forms, okay? Vitu ambavyo inabidi uwe navyo kichwani tu kabla hata ya kuchakata hizo njia mbalimbali na kukokotoa na kadhalika. So some other standard forms ni hizi. Remember kwanza integration tulisema kwenye ile tutorial ya kwanza ya hii topic, tulisema is the inverse of differentiation, okay? Sasa kwa sababu tunajua differentiation, kuna vitu fulani kwenye differentiation tunavyo vitatusaidia kufahamu vitu fulani kwenye integration. So remember kwenye differentiation tulisema if you are going to differentiate sin of x with respect to x, you are going to get cos x. So kwenye integration manake, if you integrate cos x with respect to x, you are going to get sin of x. Okay, inverse plus c, where c is constant. So hii is also a standard form, okay? Inabidi tu mtu uwe nayo kichwani. Another one, remember kwamba we said if you differentiate cos of x with respect to x, you're going to get negative sin of x. Manake sasa kumbe ukiintegrate hii sin of x with respect to x, you're going to get negative cos of x plus c, where c is constant. This is also another standard form. You can see negative here. It's also another standard form. Inabidi tu mtu uwe nayo kichwani. But also remember we said if you differentiate, we said tan of x with respect to x, we said you are going to get sec squared of x. So manake, if you integrate now sec squared of x with respect to x, it means you're only going to get tan of x plus c. This is also another standard form. Nabidi tu mtu uwe nayo kichwani. But also, we said if you differentiate cot of x, if you remember, hizo tulisoma kwenye differentiation of trigonometric functions. We said you're going to get negative cos x squared of x. So it only means if you integrate this cos x squared of x with respect to x, you're going to get negative cot of x plus c. So c is constant. So this hii pia tu inabidi mtu uwe nayo. So remember sasa tulisoma kwenye differentiation of inverse of trigonometric functions. I recommend uangalie hiyo tutorial. We said if you differentiate sine of inverse of x with respect to x, you're only going to get 1 over the square root of 1 minus x squared. So ukiintegrate hiyo sasa 1 over the square root of 1 minus x squared with respect to x, you're only going to get what? Sine of inverse of x plus c. Okay? So we also said now if you differentiate, this is also another standard form. We said tan of inverse of x. We said you're going to get 1 over 1 plus x squared. So manake ukiintegrate hii 1 plus 1 over x squared, 1 plus 1 over 1 plus x squared with respect to x, you're going to get tan of inverse of x plus c, where c is constant. Kwa hizi zote ni standard forms. Ukiwa nazo kichwani hizi, integration inakuwa rahisi sana. Lakini before I solve an example, let me remind you ile ya kwanza kabisa. tusema kwamba if you integrate x power n with respect to x, you're going to get x power n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c, okay? So this one now is not true for n is equal to -1. Kwa nyingine zote ni sawa, lakini for n is equal to -1. For all other integers ni sawa, lakini for n equals to -1 is not true, okay? So kama ukiambiwa integrate 1 over x dx, okay? Ambao sasa tuna mtu akwambie uintegrate x power -1 dx. Usije tu katumia hii, okay? Don't use hiyo hapo. So we shall see now in the coming tutorials how to solve this kind of function. Another thing that naweza nikadokeza hapa, mtu akikwambia 1 over x dx, unaweza pia ukaandika tu dx over x, yani kwamba 1 times dx, okay? This is also another way. Au ile tumeona ile ya ambayo inakupa sign inverse ile tumesema 1 over hivi dx. Hii pia unaweza kaandika tu kama dx over, okay, ni sawa tu, okay? Unaweza kaandika hivi. Ni sawa. Kwa hiyo ikawa 1 times dx, au ile tumesema ile ya tan inverse ile. Hii. Kwa hiyo pia unaweza kaandika tu like this, okay? It's also fine. So now when I have these standard forms, integration becomes simple. For example 1, someone says integrate sin x plus cos x, okay? So if I integrate now this sin x plus cos x with respect to x, remember kwenye ile tutorial iliyopita ya integrating simple polynomial expression nikwambia sasa tuna integrate sin x peke yake kwanza, alafu ndio integrate cos x peke yake. So kwa sababu mimi nazifahamu standard forms, najua nikiintegrate sin x napata cos x, na najua nikiintegrate cos x napata negative sin x. Kwa hiyo hii there's something wrong there. I know that when I integrate sin x napata negative cos x, alafu nikiintegrate cos x sasa ndo napata sin x. So plus c. So you can see that this one, if I integrate it, so I have figured this one from the standard forms. I just get sin x minus cos x plus c. Okay, so this is just one example. But also, so you can see hapa nilijichanganya. So ukiintegrate sin x ndo unapata negative cos x, because ukidifferentiate cos x unapata negative sin x. So usijichanganye hivyo. But another example, let's call this example 2. Mtu anakuambia integrate integrate 2 sec squared x plus 1 over hivi. So kiintegrate hii yote hii with respect to x, okay? Kwa hiyo remember tulisema itakuwa tu nimeintegrate huyu peke yake with respect to x plus nimeintegrate huyu with respect to x. So remember nikasema kwamba constant unaweza kaitoa nje. So constant naitoa nje. I get sec squared x with respect to x plus, okay, hii ni sema unaweza kaiandika pia in this form, okay? So nikiintegrate sec squared x, what do I get? I get tan x, okay? So this one is 2. Lakini hii najua standard forms, what do I get? I get tan of inverse of x plus what? Plus constant. So kwa sababu najua hizi ile standard forms, you can see nimepata majibu kiurahisi sana, okay? So this is why it is essential to understand those standard forms. So it is 5 o'clock in the morning when I was making this tutorial. So let me just say see you in the next tutorial.